If you can hear me, we're on right now. We're going to wait for a couple of people to come on. Hi, Peggy. Cold, snowy western New York, Jean. Yeah, we've got snow here. We had a lot of snow, I guess, sporadically through the past couple of days. Now it's all dirty. Dirty snow. I can't. We're supposed to get rain next week. Can you believe that? Yeah, it's going to be near 50 again.
That's fine by me. I don't like the snow.
Yep, okay, great. I'm glad you can hear me. Yep. Hi, Melba. Hi, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're a little late today because Tommy and I were doing a demo on a wine bag, which hopefully you guys watched. If you didn't, go back and watch the replay if you've got the wine bag design. It's cool. It goes together very easily. We're going to jump right into it. Today we have a Christmas blowout. Everything is on sale for $7.88, except one item that's towards the end. It is 108 wide, so that one is appropriately priced. But everything is at $7.88, and I think there's 10% back today.
Yes, there is.
Right? Okay. So let's get rolling. First up, we have some Star of Wonder fabric. This is the panel. We don't have many of the Star of Wonder, much of the Star of Wonder left. This panel I absolutely adore. We've got a couple of fabrics coming up that you could use for the borders, but it's got, or you could do something with each of these blocks individually. You know, it's got the nativity in the middle and some really cute Nancy, and this is the Nancy Halverson line, by the way, and you can tell that by her designs are kind of distinctive, the way she creates her artwork. But there are angels on here and a star and some cute animals and a shepherd with sheep. And it's a beautiful line. You can leave this green border on and utilize it. There's also a red line here. You can use that and leave it on the panel and use it, or you can separate these, cut them off, and make separate little bowl fillers with the panels. Make some little pillows. I love the sheep with the blue ears and the blue faces. I think they're adorable. This is the panel. Next up is one of the stripes in the line. This one features basically what you see mostly when you look at it is the green. It's also got some cranberry stripes in it and some gold. The gold, this line of gold in the middle mimics the gold that's also in the panel fabric. Very, very pretty. The next one is shades of blue. It's a stripe also. Cut this on the diagonal and use it for a border. I mean a binding. Consider using these fabrics also for things outside of this line. There are some good basics here. In fact, except for the panel and maybe one or two others, a lot of this line you can utilize for just basic to put in your stash. Tammy, yes, they are getting their money's worth out of me. Yeah. I had like a little 5-minute break in between. This one is gold, and it matches all of the gold that's kind of predominant in the panel. I love it, but also universal. This fabric with the holly comes in a couple of different colors, and I just love it. There are holly leaves and swirls throughout the fabric, and it's just a good basic universal for Christmas. I would use this for Christmas definitely because of the holly leaves. It also comes in this deep green shade, which is also beautiful. Consider these fabrics for pillow backings also, or the backs of quilts. These are good basics to have in your stash. That is the Star of Wonder, Star of Light. This next fabric features a creamy gold, a cream and a gold background. The gold in here is actually like a, I can't even describe it. They're like, if you want to, yeah, you can see it on the screen. It's a really cute design, and it just creates some dimension in the background. And then there's just little viney things with berries on it. I wouldn't call this a Christmas fabric per se either. I would use it elsewhere. The same with this red, which is the same as the cream colored one, except it's on this really dark barn red cranberry background. The berries show up better on the cream, but they're a lighter color on the red so that they show up, and the green leaves. And I think there is also a pattern in the background with those. I don't know if they're meant to represent leaves or just a shadow of something, but it gives the background a lot of depth. That might be it for the Star of Wonder fabrics. Next up, I'm just going to fold this stuff over. I don't have a helper today. My helper is, I think, in Baltimore or wherever her daughter. Yeah, is that where Kathy lives? Yes, yeah. All right. She's still there. She might be staying. This is snowflakes on a red background. This is from the St. Nicholas line, and I love it. I love anything with snowflakes on it. This is like a marbled or a mottled red with kind of lighter reddish, pinkish snowflakes on it. This next one, I love this next one. The colors and the metallic are what speak to me. The metallic trees, they're beautiful. And a light green tree. The background is very lightly mottled. It's kind of a beige, tannish color. It's beautiful. This would make a really elegant pillow backing. I would do pillowcases out of this fabric. I think they'd be gorgeous for the holiday season. That's called Christmas Trees Vanilla. Mm-hmm. That's cute. All right, this next one is tossed holly with a metallic detail around the outside of the holly. The background is black with metallic green gold dots, and they're just clusters of holly and berries. I used to have a lot of holly trees in my yard.
Oh, really?
I used to yell at my husband because every time we'd have one sprouting, he'd transplant it. And we had holly trees all over the place, and they're a pain to clean up after because the leaves are so sharp. I think we have one left because I said, no, I can't, I was the one that did the yard work and the leaf cleanup, and no, I'm not picking these up anymore. This next one is called it's a poinsettia border stripe. Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous. 60-degree runners.
And this is the fabric we used for the Christmas bundle.
Correct. That's what this was. Pillowcases done with border fabric are beautiful. They are beautiful. You add a flange and a cuff, and you could go with the red and the green for the flange and the cuff, and it would make a really pretty pillowcase. The runners, obviously the runners. Yep, everything, yeah, good. I'm glad everything is moving, and we're going to roll right along. At this price, at these prices, with 10% back, you'd be, you'd need your head examined if if you didn't buy. All right, this is packed poinsettias and leaves. Good description. We've got some white berries in there. The background is black, but you almost can't even see the background because the leaves are really packed on here, and the poinsettia are packed on here. And we've got some gold accenting around everything. Is this a Jongle Wang?
I'm not sure. It is Timeless Treasures.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, yeah. And it goes really well with the border stripe. You know, you could make some really sharp pillowcases, use a green for your flange, and then this for the cuff would be gorgeous. But, you know, like she said, we use this in our holiday runner. Here's my snowflakes. These snowflakes are on red. And I think that it's beautiful. It goes really well with the poinsettia fabric too. The snowflakes are gold metallic, and the background is mottled. It's not a solid red. There's like a light and a dark red. This would make a good cuff for the poinsettia fabric. Really pretty. This next one is from the Metallic Impression line by Benartex. She got this in so many different colors. A lot of holiday colors specifically. She really stocked up on these because they'll go with anything in the holiday line or otherwise too, because this isn't necessarily specific to the holidays because of the gold metallic design that's on this one. We do have some of the metallics that are Christmas related, but this one isn't. It's kind of just got a real pretty, lovely floral design in the gold metallic printed on it. It's called Elegant Filigree in red. The next one, I love this one. I meant to grab some for myself because I love the color. This is called Leaves Cranberry. And the leaves are, you don't even notice that they're leaves. Because of the way it's printed on here, there are leaves, but I don't notice them unless I look at it real close up. It just looks like a really pretty marbled cranberry fabric with, you know, a design on it. And once again, we have the little metallic dots on it, which really brings it to life. I think this is a great fabric for the holidays and outside of the holidays too. Great blender fabric. Here's another one of the Metallic Impressions by Benartex. This is the green. You could use this outside of the holidays because the leaves on it aren't specific to Christmas or winter. There's just gold metallic leaves all over it, and the background is not marbled. It's relatively solid. Elegant Sprigs is what this one is called. The next one, this one is Christmas specific because it's got scroll work on it and ornaments and snowflakes and trees. So this one is definitely Christmas specific. It's also by Timeless Treasures from the Metallic Impressions, and this one is just called Holiday. I love the filigree. I think it creates a lot of movement in that fabric. And the trees and the ornaments and the snowflakes obviously are pretty. This next one is gorgeous. This is a Robert Kaufman fabric. It's got a marbled green background, light and dark shades of green with metallic flourishes all through it. Good blender fabric. Robert Kaufman. The next one is poinsettias, and I think it goes with the the three that we showed previously. This is poinsettia bouquet. These are large pieces, and I'm going to say this one's smaller. You know, they're probably, you know, 10 inches wide here and maybe 6 or 7 in through here. This one here, metallic dots in the background. And I love the metallic. I like anything that's got metallic dots in the background because I really think it adds to the design. Okay, the next one is a panel. It is the Joyful panel. This is Donna Gelsinger artwork. Let me find the other end here so I can open it up. Donna Gelsinger is awesome. She's the one that created the Santa, I believe the Santa Flight and the other Santa, Starry Night Santa for OESD. She's a great artist, absolutely great. This goes with the previous fabric that we showed, the poinsettia bouquet. Gorgeous. It's got cardinals. It's got a wreath with joy in the middle and cardinals, a male and a female cardinal, a spray of poinsettia at the bottom, and then there are 2 little designs in the corners featuring the poinsettia bouquet. Perfect panel for the holidays. Big red bow, and everything is outlined in the gold metallic. Hope you guys had a good holiday. I'm going to kind of fold this back up and get it out of the way, and we'll start some more. Hope you like our blowout sale. Gloria's in here, so I kind of price things the way I thought they should be priced. This is called the Pine Garland from Winter Village. Love it. What does it's a 3 Wishes fabric. Light green background, and it's just got a garland flowing all through it, circling around, and the garland has lights on it. Tiny, tiny lights, and it looks like, they look like birds, but I can't be sure. These areas of white, I'm not sure what they're supposed.
I think it's snow.
Oh, could be. Yeah, you're right. It could be snow. Some of them look like birds to me, but I guess not. Snow. I like it even more now. Thank you for that, Kate. All right, the next one is from, it's called Wood Grain Texture, and it's from the Joyful line, which is the line, That was the panel. Right, the panel with joy on it. Mm-hmm. It's part of that line, but it's just a wood grain. Now, if you're doing applique and you've got birch trees to do, that would be perfect. For a birch tree, it's, I love it. Or a birdhouse. Mm-hmm. Really cute. Okay, next up. I love this line with the peppermints. It's from
Robert Kaufman.
Robert Kaufman, called Peppermint Candies. I loved it. Or love it, not loved. Everything is outlined in the gold metallic. We have holly, we have berries, and it's kind of like a garland too. Some of them are fuller than others. The peppermints are gorgeous. They're also outlined in the gold. And the background is a solid red with deeper red flourishes through it. Okay, That one's gone. The next up is red tossed berries. This is a very, very deep red fabric. The berries are lighter, not, I don't know how much you can tell on the screen, but it doesn't scream berries to me. I do see them, but they're a little bit lighter than the background, but it's a good, if you need just a solid red or something that doesn't call for a lot of texture, this is perfect. Yeah, the berries don't jump out at you. They're there, but they don't jump out at you. Here's some more snowflake fabric. Me and my snowflakes. Love it. This is kind of an orangey red, as opposed to a barn red with white snowflakes all over it. This is from the Santa Paws line, which I loved. I loved Santa Paws. We have a couple of others coming up that are from the Santa Paws line. I especially like the aqua one that we have coming up that has the dots on it, because I like my dotties. This next one is also from Santa Paws. It's the foliage. And you know, these can be used out. When you see a line, don't consider these as only being useful with others in the line. These are so universal. This one has greenery all over it with pine cones, and they're kind of watercolory. You know, the detail is subdued on them, not sharp. And there are clusters of berries, the pine cones, and, you know, a lot of foliage. Could be weeds. I don't know. They're green. All right. Next up is, this is from the Winter Song line, if you remember. And I'm not sure if I threw the panel in or if we had the panel, but the panel had a wreath on it. And cardinals and chickadees, and there are wooden look stars hanging from the wreaths, and there's what else? There's a chickadee, cardinals, I guess that's it. And there we go, pine cone spray hanging from a wreath. I think that's really cute. And then some greenery hanging from the wreath with blueberries on it. Cute. Next up, and I believe this is also part of the Winter Song line, is
I don't think it has a name.
Yeah, it doesn't have a name, but it's just little sprigs of greenery with berries and red cardinals all over it. Now let me look at this is a Northcott fabric. Let me check. Yeah, it's just from Winter Song also. That's like Timeless Treasures calls everything Fleur.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. This is, should have gone with the peppermint candy fabric. The odd thing about they updated comments sold, and you can't move things around. When you build the file, you can't, you know, if you run into, like I ran into this a little bit later before the other peppermint candy, and I couldn't, you know, move it up in the lineup. So, but anyway, this is from that peppermint.
I think Holiday Flourish Peppermint Twist.
There we go. Love it. It's got the little candy canes, and they're different. This one's different than this one. This one is circular poinsettias, holly with berries. In the background, which is tannish, there are gold snowflakes, gold metallic snowflakes. Everything is outlined in gold, and there are flourishes all through too. A lot of movement in this fabric. A lot going on. It's cool to look at because you see different things. Like there's 2 candy canes there and only one there. The peppermints are kind of staggered all over the place. They're really pretty. This is also from that same line. This one is really more floral with the poinsettias and whatever these other flowers are, don't ask me. Everything is outlined in gold metallic. Are those roses or peonies or I don't know. I don't know what these flowers are called either, nor the white ones. Maybe somebody will know.
I have no clue.
We don't have any comments? Did you scroll up or down?
No. I'll reload the page and see.
Okay. This is also from the same line. This one, however, is on a dark background. It doesn't have the peppermint in it, but it does have these white flowers, the red poinsettias, which are deeper in tone than the other fabric, gold metallic around everything, and the background has it's a design of some kind. They're not really dots.
Roberta said the white is a gardenia.
Okay.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Susan said too, yeah. Yep. Aren't the numbers mixed? Somebody said mix the numbers. I thought they were mixed.
They are.
Yeah, okay, good. Gardenia, dianthus, gardenia. The only flowers I know are the ones that I plant, and I plant the same ones every year. So, this is the panel that goes with that line of fabric, and it features the poinsettias and the candy canes and the peppermints. The background is a very, very dark, I can't tell if it's a very dark brown or it's probably a dark brown because there are black flourishes throughout. And the tree's got a little topper on it that's got candy canes and a bow, and there are candy canes in the gardenias and the poinsettias throughout. Pretty vase, and it's got a little border up here at the top and the bottom also. Yeah, good picture. Great picture. Okay, it's gone. You guys must be busy buying. All right, this is a panel. I love this. I think it's so sweet. This is called Winter from the Winter Friends line. And what's unusual about this one is that it is horizontal instead of vertical. You can break it up if you want, but I love snowmen too, and snowflakes. We have the birdhouse with cardinals. The trees, I love the scarf on the snowman. He's got a carrot nose. And there are cardinals in this with trees. And again, the birdhouse. These two, no, they're different. The two birdhouses are a little bit different. And then up here we've got some sprigs of eucalyptus and pine cones and cardinals. So each one of these four in the corner are different from each other. And then the middle piece. Big snowflakes. In the background there are blue snowflakes. You could do a lot with this. Okay, that's gone. Next up is I think another panel is, oh no, this is the same one. Do I have?
You do have it.
Okay, all right. I forgot that we had this in two different background colors. The first one that I showed you was on a white background with blue snowflakes. This one is on a black background. The four motifs in the corners are all different, and it's got white snowflakes on it. This appears to be the same.
Dee's asking, do you think you could make a 24-inch pillow with the middle piece of the panel?
Yeah. Let's measure. If I go, this measures 20 inches. Exact, well, if I go to that farthest, this measures about 20 and a half inches. And then vertically it measures, if I go from the deepest to the top, measures a little about 18 and a half, 18. Definitely you could make a 24-inch pillow. That would be really, really pretty. I'd put a red flange on it too.
Mm.
Gorgeous. Good idea. All right. Those are gone. This next one is Cardinal Celebration. Let's see which way it goes. This way. And you know, this was one of my favorite lines because I made that strip pillow that's back on the table with this line. It's got a plaid border, a big wreath in the middle, cardinal in the middle of the wreath, pine cones, very watercolory. The background is black, but in the background there are kind of grayish snowflakes. We've got poinsettias in two corners, and then evergreen and holly berries in the other two corners. Now, you don't need other components of the Cardinal Celebration line to, if you wanted to do something with this, you could just use a red and a green or, you know, a snowflake fabric. Excuse me. This next, I love houses. I say that every time I'm on here and showing houses.
Houses are cute.
That's why I liked Nancy Halverson's Wander Lane, because it was all houses. I have a couple of quilts that I still have to quilt that feature houses. They're applique quilts. I love them. I don't know when I'm going to get to quilt them, but okay, this one is from the Winter Village line by Three Wishes, and it's just a series of, there's a church and there's shops. The detail on these is really good. You can actually even see toys in these shops and little wreaths on these windows, and you could really have fun just looking at this and picking out the details. Okay, that's gone. Okay, can you hand me my water?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. This next one, by the way, this previous fabric that I showed, if there's any left, the design runs horizontally. And this next one with the bigger houses also runs, this one runs, no, they run vertically. Yeah, they run vertically from selvage to selvage. I like this one because the houses are bigger and you can really pick out cute details. The sky is real pretty wintry blue with snowflakes, and the details. There's the church wreath on the door and the bell in the tower. The next house has wreaths in the window, and it's just cozy. You know, this is sweet treats, and you can see things in the shop windows. I love this. Okay, that was Main Street. The next one is, Kate's busy typing over there. Okay, this next one is Winter Vintage Stores. Is this one Vintage Stores? This one is on a red background, and is it scattered? Yes, it is. The motifs run every which way. No, maybe not. Let me turn it this way. Maybe not. Now, see, the candy canes are facing me. Then they're sideways. There's a truck. There's a truck. So, yeah, it's kind of, they're kind of going everywhere. There's a mantle. There's a fireplace there with stockings, candy canes, lamp posts, snowflakes in the background, the truck. Very, very pretty. All right. Vintage Stores, that one is called. The next up is kind of a universal to me, and I think we had this in like 3 different colors. I love this fabric. It's just flowing holly on a pale green background, and everything is detailed in the gold metallic. It's lovely. This would be really pretty to use as a background for something that's a little bolder, embroidery-wise, but I love it. I love the gold metallic with this shade of green. It's just gorgeous. Hey, that one's gone. Next up is
Santa's Tree Farm.
Santa's Tree Farm. See, that was another one of my favorite lines.
Mm-hmm.
This one has got a medium green background. That appears to be, I don't know. It's kind of bluish.
It looks kind of like a fern.
Yeah.
Or like eucalyptus. Or
Yeah,
something.
eucalyptus leaves aren't they are rounded, but they're not that long. I don't know what they are.
Mm.
Okay, it's invented. There's pine cones, there's berries, there's evergreens in the background. It's just it's foliage driven. It's foliage with berries. Okay, that's gone. Next one is from Cardinal Celebration. I'm not sure if this was one of the ones that I used, strips that I used in my pillow, but I love the colors. It's the creamy background, it's the greens, it's the cardinals, it's the poinsettias. It's just very Christmassy to me. And the cardinals are all different. Okay. This is packed. Is this the packed one? No, this is large.
Large all over.
Large all over cardinals. Yep. This is packed poinsettias from Cardinal Celebration. I'm sure it's one of the ones I used in the pillow. It's got a black background that you don't see much of because their poinsettias are packed in there pretty good, and there's a little bit of greenery to break it up, and a little bit of gold in the middle of the poinsettias to break it up also.
I think this is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole Cardinal Celebration line I loved. The colors, the red, the black, the green, just made a really pretty pillow. Okay, next up is from the winter, is this winter solstice? No, this is from Winter Village. This is at the top of my list for favorite Christmas fabrics. I just love these candy canes with the bows on it, and the peppermints, the different peppermints on it, and spearmint. Maybe that's spearmint, not peppermint, because it's green, right? Red and green bows on the candy canes. Some have tails, some have I love this. And then the background is an off-white, well, I would say it's a white, but not a bright white, and blue snowflakes in the background. It's gone.
Fran asked, is your ring a garnet or a ruby?
It is, I'm not sure. I've had it for probably 25 years. I got into a frenzy shopping on QVC like 25 years ago or better. And I was buying rings left and right. I don't think it's a ruby. They weren't cheap, but they weren't expensive either. It's like good costume jewelry. It's same with this one. I'm not sure if that's a blue topaz, a pale blue topaz, but I've been wearing them for years. They show no signs of wear, and I've just been really happy with. Steve thinks that the one that I wore that had the big green stone in it, he thought that was real, so I let him believe that.
They look real.
Yeah, they don't they? They're probably lab created. Just I love them all. Okay, this next one is Winter Solstice 2, and it's the snowflakes, once again, with gold stars in the background. And, the snowflakes are all different. Some of the ones in the background kind of look pinkish. This is by In the Beginning Fabrics, which is Jason Yenter. Okay. That's gone. The next one is a really deep red. A really deep red with flourishes on it that are lighter in color. Good background. There's just color there. There's nothing else. There's just the reds. This is called Winter Solstice from the Winter Solstice line, Jason Yenter. One thing I noticed when I was cutting this line of fabrics is that it's very soft. It is very soft. And that was called Snow Swirls, right? There are snowflakes in the background. Okay, that one's gone. The next one is also from Winter Solstice. This one features ornaments.
Yeah, it's called Forest.
Yeah, it's called Forest. You can see reindeer, I guess, in the background. You kind of have to really look at it because there are a lot of elements. Because it's called Winter Solstice, there are motifs in here that represent the solstice, I guess. This one is kind of odd. I don't know what it represents. And then there's one with the moon. We've got doves. We've got red circles. A lot of greenery. There are trees. There's a lot of gold metallic here. There's a lot to look at in this fabric. It's very different. And I think that's where Jason Yenter makes his mark. His things just seem to be unique. This is from Santa's Tree Farm. It's so cute. I like this because the artwork was watercolory. It wasn't real defined. There's not, the definition wasn't there. It was more watercolory. But we have a really cute Meet Santa pole and trees and tours. There's reindeer with kids. There's trees. There's, this is cute with a wreath and the tree display, and it says welcome. There's a reindeer and a little boy in Santa Tree Farms. It's just, I love this line, Santa's Tree Farm. I think we still have some charm packs left. I'm going to have to break them out. Maybe we could clear those out. I don't think I added them this time, but we'll get there maybe next week. This is called, this is from the Santa's Tree Farm line also. This is called Woodland something or other.
Woodland Snowy.
Okay, that's what it looks like. It's snow scenes from the forest. There's little animals jumping around. There's reindeer or elk or whatever. Probably reindeer. Elk are enormous. I saw a reel the other day with an elk, and it was incredible to me how big they are. Okay, I'm taking a drink. If you don't hear me talking. Somebody just walked in. Okay, so this is a snow scene. Oh, my
I think
cat.
this was Gloria's favorite Christmas line this
I
year,
know.
too.
I really liked it too. That's what it looks outside here today. Except with splotches of dirt all over the place. This is this isn't Santa's Tree Farm. This is Magical Winterland.
Yeah, but it's also by Lisa Audit.
You're right. See, and I think that's, you can see the similarity in her style between the two lines. This one has scenes in the snow of a little girl carrying a wreath with a dog and people walking around, and there's a little kid with birds. There's decorated trees. This says, that's cute. He's riding a bicycle with a tree in a cart. There's a church in the background. Yeah, her artwork is awesome. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's gone. The next one is
Come let us adore him.
okay, and this is the words. This is the words. And they're really packed in here. You have to get close to read them. But they're very defined. Wise men still seek him. On Merry Christmas, obviously. Jesus is the reason for the season. Peace on earth. It's all, yeah. It's the background is a navy blue, pretty much a solid. So you see the writing on here.
And we can remind people that if things go to waitlist, they can waitlist authorize. And so if someone takes something out of their cart, they could get it.
Okay, did everybody hear that?
I think so.
Okay. Yep, reminder. All right, this is from the Nativity Collection, the stained glass looking line. I believe the panels are sold out.
Mm-hmm.
This is a yard of blocks. Let me turn it this way because and it appears that there are probably, there's the Nativity, there's Mary and baby Jesus, so the blocks are different. They're not the same. And even these little kaleidoscopy looking blocks are all different. It would be fun to create something with this and utilize these blocks in some way. Even just break them up and add borders and make a quilt out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's gone. Next is from the Nativity line also, and this is just a montage of vibrant, I wouldn't call them florals. They are in a way, but they're stylistic. They're not really floral. More star-like, same colors, with a dominance of turquoise in it. And there's some oranges and reds, greens, but the turquoise really stands out in it. Okay, this is going. They call this one ornament blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next up, I like this one. It's unusual, but I like it on the black because these ornaments just stick out to me. And they are, the artwork is beautiful because the detail on them is so, the detail is just so great. Let me turn it. Well, it doesn't matter how I turn it because it's scattered. But this ornament here is beautiful. And then there are stenciled ornaments in the background that are done on a white or a gray. The background is black with little tiny dots on it. There are stars. This ornament is beautiful. That ornament is beautiful. They look like photographed ornaments almost, with the highlights from the lights on the tree. Okay, that one's gone. This is from the same line. This is bells and poinsettias. See, ever since I mentioned poinsettias and how people pronounce it, I've seen it done both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen poinsettias and I've seen poinsettias. And I used to always say poinsettias, but now I like poinsettias better.
Now I say poinsettias because of you, I think.
Yeah, okay. And I changed my mind and say poinsettias now. Okay, yeah, this is bells, obviously, in poinsettias. There's some uh, words in here. What's the word I'm thinking of? Christmas greetings and Merry. These little tags have sayings on them, joy to the world. There are bells, there's poinsettias, there's snowflakes, there's mistletoe on some of the bells, there's evergreen on some of the bells, and this is gone. All right, let's do the next two, then we'll fold over. This is tossed sprigs and stars. It's got red stars on it. The background isn't solid. It's kind of lightly splattered. It's green, but splattered is a lighter green. I don't know. We don't know what these leaves are. I don't know what they are. And then there's white stars and red stars in the background. This would be just a nice universal fabric to have in your stash. The next one is the same print on a deep red color. Same thing. Lighter red stars. Greenery is the same. The background is, two shades of the red. Looks splattered in white stars and red stars. The red and the green would be nice to have in the stash to pair up with things because it go with a lot of stuff. Okay, that one's gone. The next up is snowflakes all over. My snowflakes again. This is done on black. Some of the stars are very dominantly white. Others are kind of have an aura around them of gray.
I don't think I see this one.
Really?
Let me double check.
Okay.
Make sure.
It looks like this is snowflakes all over. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's see what the salvage says on this.
I just want to make sure we get the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is from the Believe line. P&B Textiles.
Okay. Looks like,
I might have.
I think this is also from that same line.
All right. So this isn't in the system?
I don't think so. I can put it in though.
All
I wanna
right.
come back to it.
Okay. I'll set it aside. Okay, then let me fold the rest of this up and we'll start another stack. Okay. Oh, this is hideous. It's all jumbled up there. I'll have to come over tomorrow morning and straighten it out. Fold it all. Okay. Is this next then? This is Winter Village in charcoal. Winter Village charcoal. I'm still working on my tiling scene, the Starry Night Santa, and I'm obviously it's not. I've only got maybe 9 tiles done, but I'll work on it through the year so that it's done for next year. But I love village scenes. The village on Starry Night Santa is absolutely incredible. The way they digitized it to look like a village at night with lights in the window, it's just amazing. So here it is. It is charcoal. It's not a flat black. It is a very dark gray, and it's got trees and houses. Winter Village, and that's gone. Next up is, this one doesn't look familiar to me. Christmas Floral?
Yep.
What line is this from?
That's from the Be Merry and
Be Merry and Shine Bright. Yeah, I have to tell Rose about this salvage because look, guys, it's got little ornaments the colored ornaments. It's so cute.
Yeah, those are adorable.
I know. I love when they do that instead of just doing dots. But this is, yeah, this is black background, poinsettias. These look, I don't know what they are. I don't know what these flowers are, guys. Are those lilies? I don't know. I don't know. I have to, like Steve with his colors. He doesn't know colors. I don't know flowers, except what I plant in my yard. Okay, but there's a lot going on here. There's holly with the berries. That much I know. And there's different kinds of evergreen. There's more holly leaves, the flowers, and it is predominantly a golden cream, and the reds and the greens. That's what you see. In the background are kind of stencilly flowers. There, I made up a new word.
Okay, I did get the one fabric in.
Okay, can I put it in now?
Yes.
Okay. This is the snowflakes that I described. I'm not describing it again. No, just kidding. It's black with stars with auras around them, and detailed stars and little faint dots. It's like looking at a really full night sky. I look at the stars a lot when I let the dog out. I don't see a lot of stars. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my eyes. Do you ever look up at the sky at night and look for stars?
I do. It's hard to see them with the city light, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yep. I would be curious to look through a telescope and have somebody point out to me, that's the Milky Way, that's the North Star.
I used to have a telescope when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it was a great one though.
Yeah.
It was made for kids, but
yeah,
it is fun to look at.
You could see through the neighbor's windows.
Yeah.
I use binoculars for that. All right, here we go. This is snowflake all over Believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. More snowflakes. They're kind of I wouldn't say they're white. They're kind of a grayish. They look great on the black background, and then there are little dots, white dots in the background. This is gone. This one, I see. I love this scene. I love this scene. This is Believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this from the Believe line?
Yes.
I knew it. Look at, I just love the scene. It's got the church with the snow and Santa riding in front of the church. I don't know if we have any more of that panel left, but there is a panel that has this scene on it with Santa going in front of the church. It was adorable. There's Santa in the night sky. The trees are just beautiful. I love it. Cardinals in the little trees. Here's a reindeer and Santa with a bare tree and an evergreen tree with snow on it. Just love it.
Dana said there's an app called Night Sky, and you point your camera to the sky and it shows what's up there, the planets, constellations.
No
That's
kidding.
really cool.
That's cool. What is it called again? Night Sky.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have to try that. That's cool. Okay, that one is gone. Next one up is some more of the these metallic impressions. This one is called Garden Elegance. This is 100 green, and it's just got gardeny flowers in gold metallic all over it. We do have a lot of these left, so grab them because they'll probably be back next year, and they won't be $7.88. I'm sure we'll bring them out, next year, whatever we have left at regular price. So grab them, if you like them. The next one is also a metallic impressions. This is the same shade of green, but this one has leaves all over it. We used some of this line for our fall event for the table runner, and I think we used it also for the Christmas bundle. The table runner and the Christmas bundle, we used it too. This is called Elegant. The previous one was called Garden Elegance. This one is called Elegant Foliage in the hunter green. The next one looks like a panel. Oh, this goes back to Jason Yenter's in the beginning. It's the winter solstice panel. See, this is one of those where I found it after I had the other stuff loaded in and couldn't juggle it into place. But this is the winter solstice panel. This line is elegant to me, you know, with the deep red, the deep green, and the gold metallic. It's elegant Christmas to me. And we've got the winter solstice emblems in the corners, well, these two corners anyway. And then throughout the panel, there's a big one right here that's a lot of gold metallic, and the focus is on the deep greens, the reds, and the gold and the metallic. Beautiful. There's only 3 of these left, guys, so grab them. All right, next up is another snowflake. They make me happy. On fabric, not outside. Okay, this is from Winter Solstice also. This is called Snowflakes, obviously. This, it's so soft. This color, I can't even describe the color. It's kind of like a cream with gray. There's metallic in it. The snowflakes are all a lighter cream color. Great basic to have in the stash. Very soft fabric. The next 2 are also from the Winter Solstice line. This is the border stripe. I love this with the foliage and the deer. It's got the emblems on it for the solstice. This border here has green and gold on it. And if I open this up wide, it's identical on both sides. So really you've got, 4 segments of border to work with. Jason Yenter. The next one is hopefully the last that'll show up from that line. This one is cool. It's all of the motifs for winter solstice. It's on a berry red background with snowflakes. A lot of gold metallic. This one is mostly gold metallic. It is so soft. So if you're into the night skies, that's a fabric for you. The next this next one is called, I was reading comments. Pay attention, Carol. This one is called from the Winter Song line. This features, it's got a crackly background. The background is cream, but it's kind of got a gray crackle run through it, like crackle paint. And it's got foliage in the background. Evergreen, pine cones, berries, leaves, ferns. Yep, good blender fabric. Okay, that one's gone. This one is from
It's from Winter Song.
Winter Song. See, and I love these birdhouses. I love them. I like it on the black. I think the snowflakes really show up well on it. I mean, it's really loaded with snowflakes too, and they're dots. They're not, snowflakes with, the crazy looking ones. We had the fabric before that had the wreaths with the little hanging things hanging from them, because here's that pine cone. The birdhouses are different. There's this one here. That looks to be from a birch tree. The birdhouses are different. There's the little wooden stars hanging from some of the greenery. I really like this line. I like the birdhouses. Okay, that's gone. Next up is also from Winter Song. This is has the chickadees. On a white background, there are little gold metallic dots in the background. There's gold metallic everywhere. It's around the pine cones, interspersed in among the leaves, encircling the berries and the chickadees. Winter's Day. Have you ever seen a chickadee for real?
No.
I don't think I ever have either. All I see are those. We get a lot of like doves. They sit on your
Yeah.
they try to sit on the windowsill and try to make nests,
Mhm.
you know, and they coo a lot.
Yeah.
I've seen robins. I've seen a cardinal a couple times,
Mhm.
but other than that. Okay, I like this fabric because it looks like crackle paint. We had some others that had a crackly background. And this green is mottled, so there are shades of light and dark green on it. This would be a great stash builder fabric.
Bev said she gets chickadees on her bird feeder daily, and that they're super
Aw.
cute.
Where does she live? Where do you live, Bev? That is, yeah. See, I like this crackle fabric. Oh, look at how good it goes with that chickadees. That really looks sharp. Same with the birdhouses. Really looks nice. Okay. It's gone. This next one is another one of the metallic impressions. This one is called Elegant Ribbons. It's gold metallic on a red background. And the design runs horizontally.
She said she's from Minnesota.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Bev. I don't know, do we have any? I wonder if we have any in PA. I don't know if certain birds are indigenous to certain states. I imagine some are,
Yeah.
but. Okay, this is Winter Rose. This is a Chonga Wang. I do know that. This one is, I like this one because it's kind of concentric. I mean, it's splashed, but there's a lot of gold metallic in here, which I think really makes it look elegant. Let me see. Yeah, it's Timeless Trade. Yeah, it is Chonga Wang. It's from her holiday collection. And these appear to be, they might be roses with holly and berries and greenery, and everything is splattered with the gold metallic. Everything, not outlined, but splattered. This next one is from the Love and Cheer line, and I think that we mentioned this. I don't know if we have any others from this line. We mentioned when we pull this out that it's kind of tropical looking. That whole line reminds me of a Florida Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, it's not snowy. This is really a pretty fabric. There's a little bit of pink in here, which kind of tones it down. There's even pink in some of the feathers on the bird. It's very soft. The background has like a wash of very faint color. There's some green and some pink in there. There's peaches. It's just really a different fabric. All right, let me fold these up and out of the way. I will be well, you won't be here tomorrow, Kate, but if anybody's here and can get the door open, I'll come over and fold these. All right. Now we've got Glisten bulbs. This is from the Glisten line. It's a Riley Blake, Sandy Gervais. I want to say Gervais. It seems French to me,
Yeah,
Gervais.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I do too. This kind of runs, they are, does that look right? No, because some of them are going that way.
Yeah.
But the design, it's direction when that it runs horizontally, but some of them seem, no, this one's kind of off to the side. But I would use it vertically, either one way or one side or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can see some hanging this way, but I also see some hanging down the other way. There's a garland, like a red bead garland running through it. There's holly, there's not mistletoe, but evergreen. There's pine cones. There's a lot going on in here. The background is a pale green. Okay, that's gone. Next up, we have chickadees in southern Georgia. And Dean says we have the black-capped chickadee. I wouldn't know a black-capped chickadee from the other chickadee. I'm not an is that they called ornithologists?
I think so.
Yeah, cool. I'm a fabricologist. All right, this is from Star of Wonder line. This is universal. It's got two shades of green in a marble background and a lighter green dot spread across all of it. A lot of gives it dimension and movement. Good blender. Goes really well with the ornament fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, this is also the Chonga Huang. See, this was one of those that I couldn't put it together with the other one. I have to organize better when I'm building. This is a Chonga Huang holiday. This has a cream background with those roses and flowers on it and the greenery and everything. Nothing is outlined in gold metallic, but it's splattered with a gold metallic, which is really different. Because usually you see things outlined in the gold. I like the splatter. That's gone. All right, the next one. This is the oddball in the list. This is called Falling Snow. It's a quilt backing. It's 108 wide. As you can see, I found 2 bolts upstairs. It was crazy. We should have been using this all along. But it's kind of got a real deep, deep gray, almost black background. But it's not black because in the background there are also stenciled snowflakes that are black and then white ones. And like I said, it's 108 wide, which is why it's a little different than the rest of the salon, everything that I priced at $788. I think I priced that on sale at $1988. All right, love this. This is a Holiday Greetings in cream. The cream is beautiful. It's a beautiful cream shade, and it's got sayings on it for the holidays. This is printed vertically. Home for the holidays. Joy to the world, merry and bright. What does that say? Oh, winter. Oh, I see. Some of the some of the verbiage is done in black. Some of it is done in a gold. There's snowflakes in the background, and that's going. This is a cream fabric with gold stars across it. Not stars, snowflakes, my snowflake material. Next time I do this, I'm putting all the snowflake material together. I had a lot this, I had a lot. I mean, really, this isn't just a Christmas blowout, that's a winter blowout too, because, you know, snowflakes are winter. Or Christmas or whatever. But yeah, this is gone. Okay, this was the Santa Paws that I said I found after I love this. I would use this with the Santa Paws line, but I'll tell you what, some of this is going in my stash because I love this shade of blue and it's got white circles all over it. It's, you know, it was made to be part of the Santa Paws line, but it's universal to me. And I love dots. I love dots. I picked up that fat quarter bundle of Tilda fabric that was all dots. I love that. It's so cute. This is from the Santa Paws line also. It's got the Santas on it. It's called Santa's Green, which is appropriate. It's got ho, ho, ho in the background. The green in the background is kind of like a light olivey green. And the Santa faces are all different. He's winking in some. He's got eyes closed in some. Cute fabric for kids. I think it's a great line to do pillowcases or something for the kids. This is called Winter Solstice, Tan Berries. Is this from Jason Yenter's line?
I think so.
Yeah, you know what? These last couple that I have here, I couldn't find in the system. That's why they aren't with the appropriate lines, because Claire had to add them. But this is the winter from the Winter Solstice line. This is kind of like I guess it's a tan background with really light parts, an abstract design in the back that you can barely see unless you're close up and looking. There's greenery, 2 shades of berries, and then there are gold dots scattered all over. That one's gone. Okay, the next one, more snowflakes. This is on a green background.
It looks like some of, I think the last few are all still priced at $12.99, but I'm gonna change
them
those,
to
and so,
$7.88.
Yeah, they'll change at checkout.
I might have forgotten to go back in and change those because they were add-ons. This is this green snowflake fabric is also by Jason Yenter from the Winter Solstice line. I like this selvage too. It's cute. And it's got gold stars in the background. The background is kind of an olive green with lighter green snowflakes, gold stars, and larger snowflakes. That's gone. 2 more left. This one is from the Joyful line. It's called Packed Berries. The background is a dark blue, not quite navy, lighter than a navy. Berries all over it, little gold dots all over it, and greenery, evergreen and greenery. Okay, that's gone. And last but not least, this is another Jason Yenter from the Winter Solstice line. This one has got, I wouldn't say I guess they are ornaments, sprigs of holly, everything. There's a lot of gold metallic in here. Some things are outlined. Some of the words are gold metallic, but not everything is outlined. It seems like some of the smaller elements are. The background is a cream with a little bit of gold splashed across it. And that's it. That one's gone. Yeah, Deb, she's changing the prices because everything is supposed to be 788 except for that 108. So, you know, when you go to your card, it should be the price should be corrected. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope your holidays were good. Mine were great. I sewed. With all those days off between Christmas and New Year's, man, I had a ball sewing. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you again on Monday. I don't know if Gloria's going to be back. So I don't know really what's going
I
on.
think Tommy might go on again to show the 3-part design of his wine carrier for the smaller hoops. It's
Oh,
split up
yeah.
into
Oh,
3,
that's right.
if
Okay.
Gloria's not.
Okay, good. All right. So yeah, we'll see you next week. We'll have, I think, Mary Lou and Kathy will be back. I'll be back on Friday with Fabric Frenzy again, and we might, if we have anything left from Christmas, we may feature that. But we're gonna maybe do some winter and maybe a spring line or two also to get you primed and ready for spring. All right. So thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you again. Bye.